Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kailyn and I do lots of home decorating videos here on my channel. And today I'm excited because we are going to style our living room for spring together. I'm excited to share some shelf styling ideas with you all. We have shelves on either side of our fireplace. I'm also gonna add some new pillows to our sectional. I'm going for just a cozy, light and airy cottage feel with lots of florals. I will try to have items that I purchased this year down below in my description box or if they're still available, but most of these items I have collected over the last several years. I share lots of affordable decorating here on my channel, so if you enjoyed today's video, I would love it if you would subscribe. Before we get started, I'd like to thank Omnilux for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I have been using the Omnilux Contour LED face mask for about 4 weeks now, and I use it at the end of the day to wind down. It only takes 10 minutes to do a treatment, and I will just strap it on my face. It has 2 straps that go around your head, and you can walk around, wash dishes, do chores. It has a little battery pack that is wireless. You could just charge it. I've been really happy with my results so far. It uses red light therapy to help reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It also helps with the appearance of dark spots. So I decided to try out the LED mask because I've seen amazing results with acne scarring and evening out your complexion. I noticed a few things since I've been using this mask. One, I feel like if I have any sort of breakout, I will use this mask and immediately my skin feels calmer. It also feels tighter and more glowy. And every time I use it, I feel like my complexion gets a little bit more even. I know it'll take a little bit of time, but I'm loving adding this to my self-care routine. During pregnancy, I will struggle with my skin, either having breakouts a lot or just like hormonal acne. Now that I've been postpartum for almost a year now, I'm excited to introduce a few new things into my self-care routine to help pinpoint those problem areas. Kind of on a skin journey right now. I really would love to smooth out my acne scarring and just help with the fine lines and wrinkles overall. I'm going to continue to use this and I will keep you guys updated. The treatment doesn't hurt at all. It's a non-invasive way to help with the overall appearance of your skin. We'll link it down below if you are interested. My floating shelves, I like to follow a few different methods whenever I'm styling them. Sometimes I will do groups of 3, sometimes I will do groups of 2, sometimes I will mix it up, but I usually like to have things in groups whenever I am styling shelves. It's a very fine balancing act, and to be honest, this takes me hours to get it right. I'm gonna take you guys up closer and show you what I styled together to give this overall cozy cottage feel. I feel like the easiest way you can decorate on a budget is to add in some beautiful florals. You can get these honestly anywhere. I love to find affordable options, usually at TJ Maxx or Home Goods. I found these really pretty dogwood stems a few years back and I absolutely love them. So I have them styled in this distressed vase and I did a grouping of 3 for this area just to kind of bring some visual interest to this space. If you want to see an entire spring decor haul, I will link that video down below where I share my collection of spring florals if you are in the market for some. Another thing that I've shared before that I love to do is switch out my artwork, and I did print this out last night and went and picked it up. I'll try to get it where there's not a reflection. Sometimes I will leave the glass in these frames and then sometimes I will take it out so you can really let the picture shine and there's no reflection off of it. I loved the art in this picture. I had purchased this from like a big art pack years ago and I was just looking through them and this one caught my eye. I love the little cobblestone bridge. I think it's so beautiful. So I just have this in a frame that I reuse for all the different seasons, and I just have it displayed on my shelf as a focal point. Okay, I was very excited to find this little hurricane. It was under $10. I will link it down below, but I thought the scallops were beautiful, very pretty. I'm going to set this out on our patio whenever I decorate out there, but it's still pretty chilly outside, so we're gonna wait just a few more weeks. I thought that this was stunning and the price was so good, and this is actually a weather resistant material. So this will be perfect for outside. I've seen these go for like $20, $30 each. So having it under $10 was such a good deal. I also love bringing in faux plants. You guys know I bring out my faux plants in January whenever I want some greenery and some life back into my space. I have a paper mache bowl, again, just a staple decor piece. This rabbit up here I found at an antique store and I love bringing it out. I don't have very many rabbits that I decorate with these days, but this little guy did make the cut and I think he is so cute, just stacked onto some books, and it's also fun for the kids. So I like bringing him out and I feel like it gives a very garden cottage feel. On the top of the shelf, I have some more artwork that I printed out. These are some sheep in a pasture. I thought it was so pretty for spring. I have this antique find. I have a few candlesticks that were a DIY. I just rubbed Rub and Buff on them. Love those, and I love the group of 3. And then I have a wicker vase and a more distressed vase up there. And that completes the shelf. You can see the lines where I have the 3 different groupings. It kind of keeps everything separated but also flows. For our sectional, I wanted to keep our pillows pretty minimal. I do have 3 kiddos and they are very busy and young, and pillows just go everywhere. I feel like for the spring and summer season, I like to kind of dial back on my pillows and throw blankets. And I especially love the light muslin material for blankets. So I have a few of those. One is on the back of our couch and then the other one is draped on the side of the couch. I also have a few green striped pillows. I found some beautiful green scalloped pillows last night when I made a quick Walmart run, and they are stunning. I have a little knit blanket just thrown on our ottoman, and then some gingham pillows with a really cute ruffle detail around them. I got these last year and I love them. These pillows are very large. They're Euro size pillows, so I feel like they are a little bit big for these chairs, but it's like oversized and comfy. We have one side table beside our sectional, and on it I have a lamp. I don't have a plug-in anywhere near this area though, and there's a walkway behind the couch, so I just have a little battery operated light bulb in it. It works out great. Then I have some magazines that I'm loving, and they get me really inspired for spring, and if I have a minute to look through them, I love flipping through the pages. I've got the Magnolia Journal magazine. I also have the In Her Garden magazine. I have a seed catalog from Johnny Seeds. If you missed my garden with me video, I shared my entire process of my cut flower garden that I'm planting this year, so that was a really fun video. I have lots of little seedlings growing down in our basement right now, and I can't wait for them to get outside in the ground. We're just a few weeks out, so that's very exciting. And then on this other little side table next to our chairs, I decided to put some faux lilac stems. Oh, I love these. I wish they smelled, but I do have some Mrs. Meyer's lilac room spray, and that kind of gives the same feel, not really, but kind of. And then I have some books that I store our remote in. They're like the faux books that are actually storage boxes. And then I have some battery operated candles, and my 2-year-old daughter loves to grab them and sing happy birthday. So I have those there, and they add a little bit of a cozy feel at night without me having to worry about a real candle being there. Okay, now I'm going to take you to the other side of our built-ins and show you how I styled those shelves so they coordinate with the other side but aren't super matchy-matchy. So for this side of the open shelves, I wanted to stick with the same color scheme, the same textures, but I wanted it to obviously be a little bit different. So on this side, I use some tulips for my florals instead of the dogwood branch. All of my florals are pretty much white. I do have some peach ranunculuses on my dining room table. And our living room, kitchen, and dining room is all in one big open floor plan. So you can see all the rooms, they all flow together. And I like having the little pops of color over there. And I've been collecting pottery pieces like this vessel for the last several years, and I love displaying them with different florals for the season. So I love these Real Touch tulips. I think they're very pretty for spring. This vase was a little DIY. I picked it up from the thrift store, and then I did the baking soda paint method that was really popular a few years ago, but I still love this vase. I feel like the little handles are very cute. It has little dimples in it. And all of my vases that I have on my shelves, I will pull for cut flowers in the spring and summertime once my flower garden is in full bloom. So I'll have pretty arrangements in this hopefully soon. I love this artwork here because it has different flower varieties on it, so I feel like that's fitting for spring and summer. It has iris, peonies, and they're all done in this like beautiful sketchwork look, and all the names are down at the bottom, so it's neat. It's also fun to just look at, and I loved the frame that it came in. I didn't do anything to that. It just had that antiqued kind of look already. And I just restocked my candles for some more spring scents, and I found this one at Walmart. This one is called Warm Spring Sunshine, and it smells so good, fresh and clean, a little bit florally, but it also just has those really nice fresh scents. I think one of the notes are Granny Smith apples, so it just smells so good. And I also loved the peach color jar that it came in, again because I have little touches of peach in my dining room, which is like catty cornered to this area. I also have some matches next to it, and I just styled them on a book. Super easy, simple way to just add a little candle, and it smells so good in here. This is the first time that I have lit it, and it smells so good. For the second shelf, I have a wicker vase that I love. I also have another just more distressed vase next to it. I like pairing bigger items in 2s and then smaller items in 3s. So I've got some kind of in between a copper and a brass candlestick. And then I have some old books and just a little faux plants tucked away on them. And then for the top shelf, I have a faux plant in this really neat brass pedestal. I don't know what you would call it. I just saw it at an antique store and thought this would be really cool with a plant in it. So I have that up there. I have some more landscape artwork that I printed off. This clock was another antique find, and then I have an artwork that's more of a canvas material. It doesn't have glass in front of it, which I love to pull that one out. And then I have a distressed pot with some pretty peach flowers, and I feel like the peach up here and then the peach down here with the candle complement each other. That is everything on the shelves. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I've been staring at these shelves all day, so it feels good to have it done and the candle going, and now we can just relax and enjoy this space. And then the last thing that I kind of switched up for spring was I added this wooden bench to the back of our couch along with this blanket. I found this really pretty potted geranium whenever I went to an antique show. I found it for a really good deal. I wasn't sure where to put it, but I decided that this area needed a little something, and I feel like it's very realistic. I love the little pot that it came in. They distressed it, and I think it gives a cottage garden feel. So that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for coming along with me as I walked you through our living room styled for spring. Tomorrow I'm going to be filming my kitchen decorate with me, which I'm so excited. I'll probably format that one a little different and actually show you guys styling the different areas in my kitchen for spring, and I'm super excited because I finally found some really cute cafe curtains that I can't wait to hang up and show you guys. But thank you all so much for spending some time with me today, and I'll see you all very soon in my next one. Bye, friends.